Hi, I'm Cindy from Wisdom of Bloom. Welcome to Live in the Infinite Now, Part 1. On our spiritual journey, we know that we have an innate knowing of truth within us. And when we commit to this truth, we choose love as our power. In the now is where the Creator resides, and we are one mind. We become familiar with the now the more we practice finding it on our journey. Yet this moment is the smallest spiritual time in the infinite world. When we are ready for a greater self, our next choice is to live in the infinite now. Let's just take a moment to define the spiritual now. It is a mindful focus of our conscious choosing. Here, love's powerful presence is clear in our mind. We think as the Creator thinks, and we can view life through the lens of love. Love is our point of reference for all we think, say, and do. As we reach adulthood, we are capable of understanding deeper ideologies. We can reach beyond our current thinking and expand our thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. So just a brief anatomy lesson. Around the ages of 12 to 18, the human brain begins to abstract think. This thinking allows us to think without relying only on experience or what people tell us. In this, we gain the ability to reason, to recognize, and understand concepts that before now were too difficult to comprehend. We can now see the bigger picture. We can focus, look at choices, and determine which ones are best. This is mindfulness, this heightened ability to focus and be aware. Now, initially, as we are able to do this, we choose for the me of who we are because we've been living our life just thinking about what we wanted. But as we get more developed in our spiritual thinking, we realize we are all one. And we learn that we need to look at the we of me. Our amazing minds can remember, they can learn, create, and expand our consciousness. We can evaluate and choose love as our power and allow ourselves to choose to change. When we seek a deeper connection to the Creator, we open to the unknown and we relate it to the current knowledge that we have. Some of this new knowledge seems like we've already known this for many years, and some may be difficult to understand and will take time. But that's fine because we just work with it over and over again. Ask questions of the Creator so that you can understand. For only when you have clarity can you make the choice to move on. Automatic thinking no longer works for us because here we do not use the power of our mind. We must also have full trust in the Creator. And when we do, it is the right time to choose the Creator's will as our will. This decision provides more love to guide us, and our ease is in our life because we're choosing from love and no longer resisting truth. Here we have made the ultimate decision to be one mind, one love, and one light. How do we make a choice like this? Well, first of all, you need to ponder the idea and think about it. What does it mean for you? What do you have to stop thinking and shift to love to think about? As always, when we try to set a new goal, we try to decide that decision that we make as our guide. State it aloud, and then live it day by day. Living in the infinite now requires that you have a familiarity with the now state of mind. It requires that you're going to assess your thinking and choose love. And then, at some point in time when you are ready, you need to claim the Creator's will as your own. It requires also that we let go of judgment of ourselves and others and only unify with love. For now, we want to choose to think in love as the Creator thinks. Maybe at first this decision of choosing thy will as your will is scary. Maybe it seems too lofty to achieve. But no, it is a journey of practice. There is nothing to fear, but everything to gain when you're aligned with love and your life that you use is that will to plan your life. The spiritual now is infinite, just as love and good are. The infinite now becomes our essence. Some people might consider this our soul essence. It is also our oneness presence. So the Creator is love, and we are too. The Creator is infinite, and we are too. And the infinite now is where the Creator and we can reside as one. What would this look like if I chose the infinite now as my essence? The love would allow for calmness and peace in your life. There would be no stress because we trust our outcomes. We seek Creator for guidance, and we make decisions from love, not illusions. We gain increased trust and faith. We don't need to micromanage our life anymore. That's a waste of our time. We can choose the Creator and listen to the guidance daily and throughout the day. What does life in the infinite now look like? Let's talk about one very specific thing that might come to mind: driving a car. So safe driving is awareness, attitude, and action. And they blend perfectly with the infinite now, because the attitude is infinite now presence of love, our awareness is conscious alertness, and our action would be to obey all the laws and practice preventative driving. In this space, we are calm. Calm thinking is good decision making, and our speech is calmer and reasonable. And there is no cursing. Well, what happens if you make a mistake and have a little hiccup? A hiccup is just a tiny little misstep in the journey of life. And all we need to do is just forgive ourselves and move forward. In our speaking, we listen more. We choose words more appropriately to express our caring. We speak at a slower pace, and we match our nonverbals to our caring attitude and words. We see more evidence of good. We see peace and beauty because we look for all these gifts of love. Our thinking allows us to have people have differences of opinions with us. We can share our ideas openly, but never force them, because love never forces. We can share ideas and practice non-judgment of others that may not join with us. And again, we know we have forgiveness in our pocket, or if we make a hiccup, we can move forward. Stress and anxiety are non-existent because they come from an illusion that we're thinking about what we are or who we are, and the difference of what our infinite self knows. Here in the infinite now, we are one with the Creator, and we know love, and we know truth. Trust and our faith will guide us always on this journey. So as anything is new, we have to practice it. Practice in the infinite now will require that you find a safe, quiet space to practice. And do so until you are aware of your focus and know that you can hold this focus in other situations. Always make sure it's a safe place. But now it doesn't have to necessarily be quiet because your ability to focus is much stronger. Always prepare for this time by using some cleansing breaths. And make a commitment by saying something aloud, such as, I choose to live in the infinite now. Hold this in your mind as you also breathe slowly to allow it to resonate within. Practice your sessions often as you reset your innate awareness. Allow yourself to enjoy this journey and your sessions. Notice your shifting that happens as you've been doing your sessions, as you live life. Honor yourself when you notice that shifting and be grateful for what you're doing and practicing. We live and work and play in the essence of now, and we enjoy life to its fullest. Our essence of love is always there, just as is the Creator's. Our mind understands this, and yes, your pace of life may be a bit slower, but this is where we can live a more mindful life. We were born this way to live this life in loving, peaceful harmony with all life. We do not need to escape to some faraway place and live a solitary life to find this peace. All the gifts of love are everywhere we are, in the infinite now, and that is everywhere we are. Here we soar. Try it. What do you have to fear? Absolutely nothing. Live as one mind, one will, for your best life. Part 2 of this session will expand about the practice sessions. I wish you much joy and fun as you learn the infinite now as your essence. Thank you for listening. Namaste.